So this one's not entirely dog training related, alright. It pertains to this page, but it's not entirely dog training related. It's more to do with our behaviour on social media, alright. So a few years ago I decided to not engage with people who disagreed with me, alright. And I've been insulted as a result of that, right. Now I am up for healthy debate, okay, and discussion. It's how we improve the world, is this exchange of ideas, alright. I've done so much of that with dog training in the last 15 years, okay. I've done a ton of it, alright. Now my forum for having discussions with people are in person, alright, and not even by Zoom. Is in person. So when if I go to conferences or seminars and I meet my peers and we're having these discussions about different aspects of training, or a lot of time it'll go into other aspects of the world as well, politics, morality, ethics, social stuff, you know, whatever, alright, I can have that conversation backwards and forwards with people, and there can be a nuanced discussion. And unfortunately Facebook and Instagram and other social media platforms, they don't facilitate it, because that's not the purpose of them. The purpose of them is to sell advertising, alright, with us being the product, alright. So you're the product here, right, not this video is not the product, you're the product, you're what's been sold, alright, to advertisers, just the way it is, alright. So somebody had put up a few weeks ago, when you might have noticed on some of my posts are saying I'm actually not looking for a discussion on this, okay. This page is for me to put my philosophy and my training ideas forward, and for people to consume them or not. I can't make you do it, okay, but it's your choice whether you do or not. It's your choice whether you listen to me or not. It's your choice whether you engage with me or not, and it's my choice not to engage with other people back. So somebody had said to me that they were frustrated because I wasn't willing to engage with them in a discussion over this, for the same reasons I've just outlined. Healthy discussion broadens our viewpoint, blah blah blah, which I completely accept. And I said to them, yeah, we're just not doing it here, we're not doing it on this page, and we're not doing it on Facebook, alright. And if I wanted to, if I met you, this person, at a conference or a seminar or something like this, I'd be sitting at lunchtime and we'd be having a chat about these things, and we could have a proper discussion, which I've had before. So I've done these things as well. So when I'm presenting on things, I did a seminar a few years ago in Slovenia, and it was a sports dog trainer and with me, and they were arguing a counterpoint, okay. And I was willing to engage with them, okay, over that point, because it was towards the learning objective of the seminar, all right. So that's the first thing, okay. Now the other thing as well is, you don't need to have an opinion about everything, right. So I've read Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, which I thoroughly recommend that you read if you've not, okay. And one of the things that he says is, you reserve the right not to have an opinion on something, alright. So if you have an opinion on something, and this is what, again, I started doing this a few years ago, alright, I don't need to tell people that I disagree with them. I can just move on with my day, alright. I don't need to put out, especially on Facebook or Instagram, alright, I don't need to put that poison out into the world by calling, name calling and all the rest of it. And I try not to name call anyway, right. But I don't need to tell somebody that I don't agree with them, alright. And I certainly don't need to tell a stranger that I don't agree with them. I don't need to expend that amount of energy for my happiness, okay, and also for theirs, alright. So somebody the other day, which really made me laugh actually, right, they called me an absolute wet the bed, right. That was the insult on my business page, right, because they disagreed with me over something, which I thought was actually really humorous, right. They weren't trying to be humorous, they were trying to be insulting, alright. Now imagine I go back and give that person an intellectual kicking up and down Facebook, okay, because their arguments didn't hold water, right, and I now give them a hard time. They're reading that and they're at work they're on the bus, they're with their family, and that poison, that emotional poison that I've put into the world is now put back onto, potentially, and very often this is what happens, goes on to the next person that they deal with, their child, their spouse, their boss, their subordinate, their colleague, the barista, the bus driver, the taxi driver, the person who walks in front of them at the supermarket, because I haven't had enough emotional control not to express my opinion, okay, and to tell them that person is wrong and to give them an intellectual hiding, okay. So these things are important, okay, and if we're careful about what we're doing them, at least a happier life, hopefully a happier world. All right, so we don't have to express our opinions about everything all the time. It's just that Facebook absolutely reinforces these behaviours because of the way that it's set up, and again, it's because they want to keep us on the platform and they want to sell us stuff. All right, so be aware of these things. All right, much love and peace to you, and I'll catch you next time.